And without further ado, can y'all see my slides? Awesome. So, hello everybody. Thank you for coming out to our winter kickoff event. We will really be actually announcing the design challenges in detail with SB Creative Lab. And so without further ado, let's get started. So the agenda really quickly, we're just gonna briefly touch again about who we are as an org for any of you who haven't checked us out fall quarter. And then we'll be going into the design challenge with details about that. And then we'll quickly brief an overview of what this quarter will entail, what are some of the events we're putting on beyond the design challenges. And then also introduce a couple of resources that are available to you absolutely free of cost. And we'd love for you to utilize them and honestly even contribute to them if you have the opportunity to. And after that, it's just different opportunities for y'all to actually get involved and maybe touch bases and make some connections with people in the call. And sort of just engage with the design community here at UCSB. So yeah, really quick, our mission statement is out here. And we as SB Creative Lab are a design community. We are brand new. This is our second quarter in the running, but we're just a very passionate group of students who want to bring design resources and make them accessible for everyone. We recognize at UCSB there is no design major, there is no graphic design or illustration-based major. And so it's sort of a struggle for a lot of people who want to get exposure to those fields to find resources there. And so as an organization, we hope to bridge that gap and provide you these opportunities. And we actually talked about the design disciplines that we're focusing on this year in detail last quarter. So this slide will be linked to that slide deck. And so you can look in more detail, but just really quickly, our focus for this year is illustration, graphic design, and UI UX. And design challenges we're talking about later today actually will specifically outline and detail the illustration portion and the graphic design component. And so we'll actually move into the design challenge announcement right now, and I'll hand it over to Joyce. So she's our design lead, and she can give you a little more details about that.
Yeah, so as we mentioned before, 3 disciplines that we'll be focusing on this year is graphic design, illustration, and UI and UX. And this quarter, we'll be focusing exclusively on graphic design and illustration. And so we'll be holding 2 design challenges at once, and they'll start from today until next month. And so one of them will be the playlist cover design challenge, and the other one will be the editorial illustration challenge. You can find more information on both of these through the tiny URL. And so if you just click on the slides, you can see that it goes to our Notion. And so here at our Notion, you'll find all the information that you need. And so you can see that if you click on these triangles, you can kind of minimize or expand more information as you please. But for the playlist cover design challenges, your challenge will be to design a playlist and a track list cover that embodies the essence of a curated jazz playlist. And so here's the playlist that we created. And you can click on project requirements to see what kind of requirements that you need to incorporate or like text you might need to add. And so we also have a rubric that you can view over here. And we'll be having mentors who will judge you based on your submissions. And if you're confused about how we'll be judging, you can always click on this and it'll show you like a full image and all of our guidelines. So you know what to aim for and how we're accurately judging everything. And so submission process, you can open it and you can click through the Google Forms over here, but we will also be including bonuses. And so I think one of the best opportunities for this design challenge is that we'll be offering a one-to-one mentoring session with our judges available from Sunday, January 17th through Tuesday, January 26th. And so we'll have a Calendly link to you available and where you can just sign up through that. And so there's also other prizes, like first place will get a $15 Amazon card, while other places will get featured on our social media platforms. And so, as we said before, more information on the mentors will be released soon, but it's not available yet. And you can even see examples of album covers that we like and song recommendations. And so now I'm going to go to the editorial illustration challenge to explain what it's about. So same format as the last one, kind of like a table of contents that you can expand for more information if you want it, and also a quick links up on top. So if you ever wonder like, where's like the form that I need to like submit in, or like where's the rubric or the calendar, they're all up over here at the very top. And so for the editorial illustration challenge, the challenge is to design an illustration for a Santa Barbara Independent article that will visually exemplify the article. So we have 3 articles listed here, and you just only need to choose one of them to illustrate. And so as we mentioned before, project requirements such like dimensions and stuff like that is also here, and rubric, if you just open it up, you can also find it over here as well. And so yeah, I think oh yeah, sorry, I kind of blinked for a second. If you also go to our design challenge Notion, you also see the calendar, and if you click to it, you can actually see a whole list of all the events we'll be hosting this quarter. And you'll also be able to see the design challenges schedule. So if you click up over here, you can see all the views for different kinds of calendars. So full calendars will include everything, including design challenges events and non-design challenges events. But if I click on design challenge calendar, you can see, we're starting the design challenge today, and it's going up until the 7th of next month. So that's it for the design challenges, and Esther will be explaining more about the other events we'll be holding for this quarter.
Awesome, thanks Joyce. So looking forward at the winter 2020 calendar. Actually this upcoming, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, we have Mabel Trung coming in and being a guest speaker, talking about starting a creative career within this decade. We have quarantine, what's it gonna look like out of quarantine? She'll be going into a lot of great detail about that. And beyond that, we took a close look at the feedback we received from past quarter, and a lot of people were asking for more ways to be more interactive. And we're really excited to announce we're actually going to launch a Discord platform, which Joyce will actually, again, be talking about in more detail later. But it's essentially a platform for us to serve as studio time, where you can sit on a voice channel or voice call with each other. And let's say you're working on an illustration, maybe for the design challenge itself, and you wanted some feedback, well, you can instantaneously do so on Discord with the live streaming option. So we'll get to that with more detail later in this presentation. But after that, there's also a visual identity systems presentation by a staff web designer at UCSB. So that'll be also a really cool workshop to check out. That'll be 2 or 3. It's on January 28th. I don't know how many weeks away that is, but that's that. And there's also more studio time. As for the rest of this quarter, there's still more information to be planned out and confirmed, but you can keep an eye out on our social media as well as on our Slack, and you'll definitely get information for when that's happening. And I actually already talked about it, but this is the Mabel Trung workshop that's happening next Thursday. You can register at tinyurl.com/Mabel Trung. This will also be marketed on social media with the link. So if you can't catch this tiny URL fast enough, don't worry about it. It will definitely still be available to you. And so really quickly, we really love feedback from our community. And so if you have any event suggestions, feel free to go to our website and drop that in. This slide is actually linked. So when you have the time and you have an availability, you can access these slides and click on this one. It'll take you straight to the form. So that's another great way to give us feedback. As I said before, we operate off of Slack very extensively in terms of communicating information to the community and also getting feedback from them. So definitely ping there if you have any questions, or you can DM anyone on the team. We're all very happy, and I think nice people that would be very happy to answer questions. So feel free to do that. And moving on to resources, we introduced this last quarter, so I'm not going to run through the pages itself, but definitely check out www.sbcreativelab.com, and it has all the information about the events that are coming up, some of the resources we recommend, maybe some Adobe programs or some alternatives to them, since we understand they're really, really expensive. And the design challenges will in a few days be up and running on the pages as well. So stay tuned for that. And also the Slack community, like I said, is our #1 communication platform. So Joyce will be dropping in the invite link to our Slack right now. So if you aren't already on the Slack, you can definitely hop in on that link and get yourself situated. There's a nice intros channel, so you can hop in and also just give a brief intro. Who are you? What is your major? Why are you interested in joining this community? So please do so. And just another brief overview for the whole year. Back in fall quarter, we were just hosting workshops and there were many design prompts at our tutorial workshops. But with this current quarter, as Joyce just introduced, we have our design challenges taking place, specifically for graphic design and illustration focuses. And looking beyond that, in the spring, we're really excited to be actually in the stages of planning a UI UX design-a-thon. So if that's something that catches your eye and you want to be involved in, or if you just want more experience getting exposed to the design field, I highly encourage you to come out to the events and also participate in these challenges. And next, you can connect with us on social media. Our handle is absolutely the same on all platforms. So go ahead and check out Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. We keep them really up to date with events that are happening and also with the sign up and registration links. And most importantly, we are transitioning over to Discord Hangouts this quarter. This is obviously a place for you to mingle and talk to each other. But more importantly, as I said earlier, we want this platform to be available for you so that you should feel comfortable you don't need to wait for an e-board member to tell you, hey, something's happening, hop on Discord. This is more of a platform where if you just want to hang out and chill and talk to one another, this is the space for you to do so. And Joyce will actually screen share and show us a couple of functions that probably be used the most often.
Yeah, so once you click on the link and you join into the Discord, you'll be greeted onto this page and you can go over to roles and you can see there's emoji reacts over here. And by clicking on them, you can assign yourself the right pronouns, the right year, and the design disciplines that you're interested in. If you have any questions about Discord or anything at all, they're probably in the FAQ section. And if there's anything that we didn't address, you can DM any of the board members over here, which is all orange color, and let us know so we can answer your questions or add it to the FAQ section. So for example, like how do I listen to music in real time with others? That's like a pretty neat feature that I personally like about Discord, where if you're on a call together, you can just add a music bot and it'll play, like it can queue up playlists, it can queue up individual songs. They all find it through YouTube and you guys all can listen in real time. And so I'm here in the voice channel just by clicking on one of them. Right now I'm muted because of this demonstration. And I'll go to Boombox and I just click dash play. And then I'm gonna put on a song and then just click enter. And then you can see that the music bot entered in and it started to play the music. And if you right click on it, you can actually adjust the volume so you can hear other people easily, or if you don't like the song, you can just mute it as well. You can also do this to other people if their mic volume is too low or too high. And so, yeah, like Esther said before, we're just aiming this to be like a great way where people can reach out to one another and just know each other better. And so if you're creating any type of artwork, you can just like jump into the For Art channel and you can even share your screen and be like, hey, I want feedback on this, or like, do you want to see what I'm working on? So yeah, we're hoping that you guys get to join our Discord and we get to know you a little bit better.
And with that, we are actually at the end of this presentation. This was nice, short and sweet to sort of get to the point about design challenges and also introduce Discord to you. So actually, I'll open the floor really briefly to see if anyone has questions. And afterwards, we're going to invite you actually to hop onto Discord and we can all hang out in a voice chat then. So does anyone have any questions about, I think there was a lot covered, but do you have questions about anything?
It doesn't seem like there's any. Also unmute yourself if you guys are comfortable with that. All right, I think we're good, Esther.
Awesome. So the Discord and Slack links are there, so feel free to join in onto them. Some of the e-board members right now will be hopping into the Discord, so feel free to chat with us there. But thank you so much for coming out. This was a really short event, but I hope it was informational and it actually helped you get a better idea of what the design challenge looks like. Wishing all guys good luck for the rest of this quarter and take care of yourselves. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Yeah, we might play games at Discord. Okay, I'm gonna head over to the Discord now.
Cool.
Okay. We'll see you guys.
See you guys
See you.
there.